Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment podcast or video. I'm sorry. I'm the host of it all. Wood. Just got happy. I saw something about it earlier in the week, but I know we have 420 is a holiday or Air Max Day or something. All of these different new holidays. I'm proposing Happy ILLMATIC Day, April 19th. 25 years ago today on a Tuesday. Back then, you used to have to go to the music or the record store or whatever. The brick and mortar joint used to go on a Tuesday was when all the new releases would be out. So, again, 25 years ago, Nasty Nas dropped a bomb in ILLMATIC. I'm not gonna go into it now. I think I'm just gonna do a live stream tonight and maybe reminisce a little bit about the entire project. Cause I don't have any notes with me or anything prepared, but it was like I smoked crack that day. Seriously. When I drove back I used to steal my mom's Caravan, not steal it. I'd say I was going to run an errand for her, and then I would drive downtown to my favorite record store, and I would buy, new music. And so of course, a 5-minute trip to the grocery store used to be a 25-minute trip, run downtown and back, before my mom would, get at me, put it politely. But when I tear that wrapper off, drive back home listening to it, and New York State of Mind comes on or finishes, and I'm just blown away. But then on the second half of the project, once you get to Memory Lane, One Love, obviously Life's a Bitch was just, who was saying, I wish, what do you say, that buck tomorrow could have bought a bottle, I struck the lot, all of that, and I'm messing it all up because I'm in here on my lunch break and it's crowded. I thought it wasn't going to be anybody in here, but there's all kind of people in here today, but it's payday. But he said I switched my motto. Instead of saying F tomorrow, that buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto or something. I probably still messed that up. But I don't think I've heard a better series of bars ever since. And then lastly, what was so dope about the project was it took all of the preachiness and the messaging, the forthright, blatant messaging of Public Enemy, it takes a nation of millions to hold us back, or Fear of a Black Planet, By All Means Necessary with KRS-One. It had a little bit more, and then even if you look at the Eric B. and Rakim joints, Paid in Full, or if you look at Big Daddy Kane, this added like a slickness, a sophistication to hip-hop. It just added a whole different side of, era or element of cool or slickness. It just changed the game. Sorry about that. And I've been rocking to it ever since. And so, like I said, I promised the Wiz that we would do something tonight because she's had a rough week, and we were gonna run out and do something. But now that I remember how happy I was, and on 25 years ago on this day, and how I had my entire life ahead of me, but didn't know a whole lot, didn't know what I wanted to do, really, but it was endless opportunities to do whatever. And this record right here, man, was so, I'm so grateful that I had a project that was this thoughtful versus what the kids are getting today. This album made me go open up books, made me go read up on some things. I was reading my man Latoris Harrison, his post yesterday on Instagram about Kodak Black, and we have to be lenient or give some leeway to an artist like Kodak Black, who's a young guy. But in contrast, Nasir Jones put out this project, and I believe he was 18 or 19, or at least 18 or 19 when most of the album was being written and produced. So you just look at that difference in maturity level and self-awareness and consciousness and all of that, and the way that he was looking at and processing his world, and was able to go back and report on all of that for us way before we had YouTube channels. Like I said, I just was a happy young dude back in '94, and this album just changed my life on that Tuesday. I memorized the album in like 2 days when I had a much younger, sharper brain. So like I said, I'm gonna try to jump on tonight and maybe do a live stream in reminiscing on this project. But it's gonna be very, it's not gonna be too laid out. So maybe I'll just do it tomorrow morning or something. Lastly, quick boxing note. Deontay Wilder's comments on Jarrell Miller. I'm up and down with what Deontay Wilder says, and I don't mean that in a bad way. You're not gonna like everything that everybody says, but this is when he shines. To say that the brother Jarrell Miller messed up stuff. He messed up the situation for his family, and that's what I try to get beyond the boxing. Is that this man messed up 6.5 M's with some substance. It almost reminds me of the Jay-Z song with Too Short. It was all good just a week ago. Like in that final verse when he says something like, "This is my dad." Like his kids, I don't know if he has any at this point, but your kids are gonna see this situation, man, and knew that you messed up the opportunity to hold one of the greatest titles in all of professional sports, and then you lost out on this 6.5 M's. And if had you won, like, and Deontay Wilder put it perfectly, like, the bag was already had. All you had to do was show up and fight. It didn't matter if you lost or won. Your life would have been changed forever. But had he won, what would the re-up, the next bag, what was the size of that one? So I totally agree with the WBC champion on this. Well put, well said. Now, a week and a half ago, my man was talking, or a week ago, like I just said, it was all good just a week ago. Wilder was quoted as saying he didn't care if he caught a body, in regards to Dominic Brazil. These people looking at me all crazy. Anyway, man, so like I said, I just had read that article, and I thought he was spot on, man, and takes it away from, these ain't just brutes and savages on TV beating the hell out of each other, man. It's lives and livelihoods and families going on behind the scenes in this game. So again, this is Wood. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Maybe you holler at me later on the live stream. I know that's asking a lot on a Friday night, but I don't care if you're there or not. I gotta rock how I'ma rock. One.